I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey Brahmins, welcome back. Man, oh man, did I have fun yesterday seeing all of the outfits, all of the games that were happening, and I have totals, class totals right now in first place. Are you ready for this? Are you sure you're ready for this? Freshmen are leading in the first place. Sophomores are taking second, juniors, then seniors. It's a little embarrassing, seniors. Okay, so how do you win points for your class? Right now, the freshmen have almost double the points over the seniors. They're at almost 1,300 points. Seniors, or let's just go down the line. Freshmen have 1,292 points. Sophomores have 1,046 points. Juniors have 917. And seniors, you're bringing up the rear, 682. So how do you win points? You dress up in the theme days, and then you participate in the games at lunch. There is no limit. Like, you just come and you play for your class, except we are not going to be able to have games at lunch today. We're expecting about 80 to 90% chance of rain during our lunch window, both here and at freshman campus. So games are being suspended for today. We hope that everything will be back to normal during the school day on Thursday, but stay tuned. It's no way to predict the future. Right now, school has been canceled for tomorrow only. Right now, we are scheduled to be back at school on Thursday. If that changes, you need to check your email. We're going to put it out on Facebook. We're going to use talking points to send a message out to your parents to let them know of any school updates. So what does that mean for homecoming week? Everything that was scheduled for Thursday, so that is parade, pep rally, bonfire, wood hauling for seniors earlier that day, all of that has been postponed until the week of our next home game. That's October 13th. So the reason, because we're hoping that the weather is out of here, but we know that we're going to get a lot of rain, and that is going to soften our bonfire field and make it unsafe conditions for driving, and to have the excavator over there where they're helping us build that bonfire, where students are kind of walking around in knee-deep mud. It's just not a good look, and it's not safe. So the city police has also reached out to me yesterday. They were not comfortable holding the parade due to maybe possibility of wind and even flooded roads on Thursday. And so their question to me is, are you going to cancel, or are you going to reschedule since you're not having the parade on Thursday? So we just had to come up with a plan B that was best for everybody. And we want to make sure that all of you get to experience what it is to come to an OHS bonfire, because it's something that is unmatched anywhere else. So the safest and best thing for us to do is push that out a couple of weeks. So what does that mean for Friday? Right now, Friday is remaining the same. Okay, right now our game is still on Friday. We have pre-game for homecoming court starting at 5:30. We'll be announcing King and Queen ahead of that game on Friday. However, if we get so much rain that the field floods and it is unsafe to play on Friday, in other words, we need more time for that field to be able to drain, then we're going to move the game into Saturday morning. But all of the homecoming stuff will then move 2 weeks out to that October 14th date. Okay, so if the game gets bumped to Saturday, the homecoming court festivities will move to 2 weeks away on the 14th. We will still be playing our football game, hopefully this week. So whether that's Friday or Saturday, as of right now, nothing has changed for our homecoming dance. That is still scheduled for Saturday from 7 to 11 in the OHS cafeteria. Remember, you have to have purchased tickets and you have to have a photo ID when you're checking in with your tickets at the check-in table. The only way that dance will get moved is if we have no power, if our building floods, or if the road conditions are so bad that our DJ can't make it on Saturday. Those are the only worst case scenarios. If that happens, we already have a date picked out. It'll be that October 15th, but I don't foresee that happening. I know that's a lot to throw at you. So if you got a little confused, I sent all of this information to you in an email last night for the students here on main campus. And today, all games or meets have been canceled for today and tomorrow. We were allowed to go ahead and have practice, but everybody needs to be on their way home by 5:30 because shortly after that, the winds are supposed to kick up when you don't want anybody else on the road. That's a whole lot of information. Check your email if you need to go back over it.
Good morning. Do you know what today is? Today's everything but a backpack day. What did you bring? Hold on. I brought this. And if my backpack's cooler than yours, then that's sad. It's very sad. Okay. So I cannot wait to step out this door and see everyone's backpack today. I'm probably going to have back problems by the end of the day pushing this around because I'm not that little. But also testing. I had 2 kids reach out about Algebra 1 test. Since we are not going to be here tomorrow officially, that test is going to be rescheduled for October 3rd and 4th. So those that have reached out or are on the list to take Algebra 1 retake, please make sure that you kind of get that in your mindset of we're still taking it. You still need it. It's going to be October 3rd and 4th. Other than that, have a great day and make good choices today with your backpack.
Good morning. I like your buggy there, Miss Hurst. Yeah. So anybody with a refrigerator or a walkie-talkie, make sure that you take care of that before tonight. Obviously, power surges and the such can create havoc with those things. So take care of that. Also, the blue forms that are coming in for guests, if you read that, and we've been saying this for weeks on this broadcast, we don't take those anymore after 7 days prior to the event. So last Friday would have been the last day that we would have taken those, and I'm still getting people bringing those in. And I apologize, but we cannot take those. We just don't have the time to vet those forms. So if you turned them in after Friday, which would have been starting yesterday, you probably won't get those approved. So heads up. And if you have any questions about that, stop by and see me.
Freshmen, just a shout out to all the spirit from yesterday, from all of the dress up to the games at lunch. It was a great day. I'm so excited to see you participating in your first ever high school homecoming. And we're sorry for the little delay. Apparently the storm's going to rain on our parade a little bit, but just postpone it a couple of weeks. So
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended there. So it's gonna but there's no float building tonight, just to be clear on that. And so that's postponed for right now. So please be safe and take care of yourselves and your families. Ms. Shirley?
All right. Last night I got to supervise the volleyball game, and wow, they did an amazing job. JV won and varsity won, and it was awesome. So congrats, ladies. Fantastic job. And looking forward to seeing what you guys do next. Have a great day.
I saw some really bright photos of our cheering section. So
they were very bright.
That was fun to see. All right, so we're going to make good choices today and we're going to be safe. Just remember that if it is raining, to look down if you're here on main campus, because we have quite a bit of areas, especially east of Building 6 near those bathrooms where we have quite a bit of standing water that gathers. It'll come up over your shoe and over your ankles in some places. So just stick to the sidewalk, stay under the overhangs and stay safe. And hopefully we will see you guys again on Thursday. All right, make it a good one as together we
Move forward.
And be great.
And B,
Brahmins
all day.
all day.
Hello, welcome back to this month's wellness video. My name is Catherine Williams and I'm the Director of Mental Health and Behavioral Supports. It's great to see you again. Callie Chapman is also joining us. She is one of our crisis counselors. Did you know that September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month? Did you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for individuals ranging in age from 10 to 24? That is a very alarming statistic. Suicide is preventable, and our goal today is to promote an awareness of these signs and symptoms to remove the stigma and get help for ourselves and our friends. Remember last month we discussed the idea of removing the stigma of mental health by discussing it and asking for help for ourselves and our friends. Are you ready to get started? Let's go.
Let's review the ground rules that were established on the previous video. Our first ground rule is that we should all listen with an open mind. Second, we should avoid personal stories. We will also be supportive of each other. We will not tease or make fun of each other or anyone or anything that is said in this class. We will listen when someone is speaking, and only one person will speak at a time. Our last and most important ground rule is that whatever is said in this room stays in this room. This is a safe place to speak and ask questions. What is said in this room should not be gossiped about later in the hallways or on social media. However, it is important to know that if a student discloses potential harmful behavior to self or to others to an adult in the room, the adult is required by law to report this behavior. Now let's watch a video discussing mental health and its impact on youth.
Mental illness can affect anyone. Mental health affects how we feel, think, and act. It's important at every stage of life so that we can cope with stressful situations, work productively, and make meaningful contributions to our community. However, the statistics are staggering. Over 45% of teens suffer from a mental disorder, and 1 in 5 teens suffer from a severe mental illness. That's 20% of our teen population. Mental illnesses are brain function disorders. They have many causes and result from complex interactions between a person's genes and their environment. A person struggling with mental health should not be viewed any different than if someone were experiencing a physical illness. Mental illness is not a choice or a failure. It does not discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, social status, ethnicity, or any other aspect of cultural identity. In fact, mental illnesses occur at similar rates around the world, in every culture and in all socioeconomic groups. The concern with mental health isn't just about the statistics. It's about well-being. It can affect families, friends, and our communities. But you can help make a difference by learning to recognize the signs of mental illness. A mental illness makes the things you do in life hard, like work, school, and socializing. It's also not always clear when a problem with mood or thinking has become serious enough to be a concern. Sometimes a depressed mood is normal, such as when a person experiences the loss of a loved one. But if that depressed mood continues to cause distress or gets in the way of normal daily functioning, the person may benefit from professional care. If you think you or someone you know might be struggling with their mental health, it is best to consult a professional. Early identification and effective treatment is key to treating a disorder and preventing future disability. A healthcare professional will connect symptoms and experiences to help formulate a diagnosis. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for young people between 10 to 24. If you're thinking about suicide, are worried about a friend or loved one, or would like emotional support, call 1-800-273-8255